From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning of Mornings LALATE with a huge week upon us, and boy, is it a shocker of a week. We'll have the latest details on why this is the biggest week of the entire summer: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, everything from the Federal Reserve earnings, recession, inflation, and more. It's a big week, and we're going to look at why that CPI was the latest indication no less than 2 weeks ago when it beat on a Wednesday. Then the PPI went higher on Thursday. Friday, the retail sales went higher as well. We'll look at why that was just the start of the equation. The raising up your benefits is also happening. Why? It's because inflation is not tracked down. Biggest lift you're going to see of a generation, nearly $5,000, and its unemployment surges as well. We'll be looking at the situation on that unemployment, huge indications across the board. This is, my friends, why you have to get a fourth stimulus check that is in every U.S. state. And this recording, we're going to go over that incredible money. Go under this video and join the channel right now. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Join this family and get these incredible checks in the big second half. Stay with me over this broadcast. We're going to go over all these incredible checks done by executive action by Joseph Biden in the month of March, and they're still paying out about $100,000. You qualify. Single individual, $75,000 or less. Married couple, $150,000 or less. And if you're on benefits, SSI, SSDI, yes, about $100,000. Big sums of money. Go into this video, join this channel, become a member, stay to the second half as we go over these four stimulus checks. Absolutely incredible. And for the first time, really, I'm going more in detail about Check C. We're going to meet one viewer who got close to 100 checks from this channel on Thursday, and I'm showing you have the opportunity to get nearly 50 to 80 checks per month at issue. A lot of money and a lot of details. We're going to go over all the data that's coming in this week for that inflation, recession, more. It's a big week. It's the biggest week we can see of the entire summer. That's why you have to stay with this channel. Go right under the video and become a member and get ready for the biggest week of the entire summer. We're going to look at what's going to happen with those jobless claims as well, and we're going to look at what's going to happen with your big money. It's a big day, and it's a big broadcast. See the very end, we have a lot of money to go over. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. It's Mornings, and it starts right now. Everybody, I hope you're having a beautiful week and a beautiful day. And boy, this is going to be the week you'll remember. The biggest week of the entire summer. Why? So much data coming in all this week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to go over all that incredible data in this recording. But first, become a member. Go right in this video and subscribe. Then join this channel and stay to the very end of this video because we're going to go over all these incredible checks. How much? About $100,000. You qualify. Biggest payout we've seen in a generation. Plus, we'll be going over the raise of your benefits. That's likely about $5,000. This is you if you're on SSI and SSDI. Plus, we'll be going over what's happening with that labor and unemployment. But first, we start, of course, with the biggest week there is. This week, it's a shocker, and it's just, you need some extra bacon to get ready for this week. Whoa. This week, you're going to get recession, inflation, labor, and also stimulus news all daily, practically. Not from me, well, of course from me, obviously, but also from the indicators being released on the hour, by the hour. Let me tell you what this week has for you. It's just a shocker. On Monday, we have corporate earnings coming in from companies like Whirlpool, but Tuesday is the big one, with Alphabet, the parent company, Google, reporting corporate earnings, also McDonald's. We also have UPS and Microsoft. And then starts the two-day Federal Reserve meeting of the federal FOMC, in which they're going to announce that interest rate spike. Later on Tuesday morning, this is all East Coast Standard Time, we have the home prices released. A lot of data. We have the housing prices at 9, and then another one at 9, then the new home sales at 10, and then the consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Then Wednesday, look at this day. Incredible. Everywhere from the former company known as Facebook, now Meta, we're reporting corporate earnings. We look at that recessionary pressure, Boeing, Ford, and here we go. At 10 a.m., we have pending home sales, and at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, we have the Federal Reserve's official statement, likely 75 or 100 basis point increase for interest rates for the month of July. 30 minutes later at 2:30, Jay Powell will address the American public. Then Thursday morning, do you own a hard hat? Do you own a hard hat? You probably don't. Do you own a ball? Put the ball over the head Thursday morning, because that is the one when you want to take cover. Is there an earthquake happening? You could say so. Why? Thursday morning is when the Department of Labor is going to likely announce, good morning, you're in a recession. No, you're not going to do that because you already know you're in a recession. You've been watching this channel for several weeks. Back in the early month of July, the Atlanta Fed GDP Now, a live tracking tool, said we ended the second quarter this year with a negative GDP growth. That means we're already in a recession. The official announcement is coming Thursday morning from Department of Labor. And that is when people who don't watch this channel are going to be shocked because they did not know we're in a recession. The news is going to proliferate very quickly, spread very quickly. That is likely to be in your mom and pop 200-person local station, news station, by about 2 o'clock that afternoon. And everyone's going to be running and saying, take cover, we're in a recession. You're not going to have to worry about it. But you're going to have to get that big money as stimulus. You got to get that big money for stimulus right now, because guess what? When Americans learn on Thursday they're in a recession, you know what they're going to be doing? They're going to be looking for money. They're going to be right here. That's why you have to go on this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Stay the second half as we go over all these incredible checks. You deserve them. But boy, that is why this is the biggest week there is. And we're just getting started. That's just Thursday. What's also happening on Thursday morning? Well, we get the latest numbers on unemployment. Here's what we're dealing with unemployment so far. We have surged from 180 all the way up to 251 in just 4 weeks. That's last Thursday's number. What am I projecting? I'm projecting that number on Thursday will be 260. That's my projections across the board. Why is this week so important for you? Because it gives us guidance on how much your benefits are going up. Why? Because of inflation. Let's go back to why this inflation is so important in the numbers that we're getting this week. 2 weeks ago, we had the retail sales and other numbers released, and they tracked inflation higher. Here's what's at issue. When inflation goes higher, your benefits go higher. It started 2 weeks ago when we had the CPI on a Wednesday, the PPI on a Thursday, and then thereafter we had the shocker. This is what happened on that Wednesday. The May read for inflation was 8.6%. 2 Wednesdays ago, the inflation soared to 9.1% for the month of June. Out of control, but great news for your benefits, because this means your benefits are going up a lot. How does this work? We'll go over first what's going on, and then we'll go over the calculations. Your benefits are going up a lot, about $5,000 lifetime per year. We'll go over the calculations in just a second. And this is because of inflation. Let's go back to now understand why this happened. It started 2 weeks ago when we started on a Wednesday when the CPI beat, then the Thursday, and then the Friday, the retail sales beat. Let's go over what happened. That particular week, the Wednesday read on that inflation was a shocker. What is a read? The release of the number. What is a beat? Higher than expected. What is a miss? Lower than expected. What's top? Revenue. What is bottom? Net profit. So let's go over what happened that incredible day. It was July 13th when the CPI for the month of June was released, and it was 9.1% compared to the month of May of 8.6%. Wall Street was looking for an 8.8 read, and they didn't get it. And this was a major beat. What was more an issue, additionally, as Robert Frick said, is that CPI delivered another shock because it was equally bad, the broadening the source of inflation, meaning that inflation has now broadened to more parts of this economy. What's important to know is that the CPI is a name that Americans may not have known last year, But today, most Americans now know the word CPI. It stands for Consumer Price Index because they're tracking inflation like you should as well. They don't know the sister or brother to it, which is the PPI. That was released the day after, July 14th, that Thursday. That Producer Price Index, which is the wholesaler number, that surged out of control. The record number is 11.6 and went to 11.3. Then, on Friday, the numbers for retail sales for July 15th were released, and boy, they're out of control. Retail rose 1% when they were looking for basically a flat number. Here's what you need to know about retail sales. You know this, I know this, but some analysts still get it wrong. People are not buying more products because they have more money. They're just buying the same single product, and that same single product is now more expensive. That's why the retail sales number goes up. It's not because you're buying more products, it's because that one product you bought went higher. All right, so now this is great news. This is great news because as this inflation goes up, your benefits, get ready for the big smile, get ready for the bear dance. The biggest lift of your lifetime. Incredible. Let's go over first what's at issue, and then we'll go over the calculation. SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, it's all you. Dependent upon 3 months of numbers, and it's a huge amount of money. What is it? It's a lot of money. For a lot of you, it's about $5,000. Okay, let's go over what's going on. Your benefits are tied to something called COLA, Cost of Living Adjustment, COLA. COLA is determined by another number, the CPI-W. There you go. There's that CPI word again. It's a subsection of the CPI. Now, COLA is determined every year based upon only 3 months of the CPI-W. They are July, August, and September. So here we go. We need to see if the inflation that tracked higher in the month of June, we saw that number on July 14th, tracked higher in the month of June, whether it stays at that same level or goes higher. If it does, for July release in August, August release in September, and September release in October, then you're going to get the biggest lift of your benefits of your entire lifetime. Your entire lifetime. Get ready to do a pair dance. It's absolutely incredible. All right, let's go over the calculations of it right now. First, automatic? Yes, automatic. So the money comes automatically to you by direct deposit or in the mail, however you get your money. Number 2, everyone? Yes, you, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits. Number 3, the same lift for everyone? Absolutely the same percentage. Everyone gets the same percentage lift. It's incredible. The biggest lift of a generation, because once your benefits go up, they never go down, and this is for everyone. It's the law. Finally, the same amount of money more per month? No, it depends on the amount of money you make currently. So everyone will get the same percentage raise, but some people get $5,000, some people get more, some people get less. It's incredible. That's why you got to watch all these incredible news stories coming in this week, because this will gauge how much your benefits going up. It's a big week, and we're just getting started. But that's also why you have to become a member. Go right in this video and become a member. All this is detailed in the membership newsletter and delivered to you Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via the YouTube alerts. Later in this recording, we're going to go over all those incredible checks as well. Now, here's what's also at issue. Is not only those benefits, but we're also going to be looking at those labor numbers. Those labor numbers released on Thursday. I'm projecting the number to go to 260. That labor number is dependent upon what's going on in the recessionary environment. That recessionary environment has absolutely not settled down. And that is why we're looking to see the earnings reports this week. If you're watching this channel last week, especially last Friday, you saw where some companies were not hurting at all from the recession. Others were taking a bloodbath. And that is why we're looking to this earnings recession implications, as lots of earnings coming out this week from anything from tech to food like McDonald's, to auto like Ford, to travel and leisure like Hilton. We have a lot of different companies reporting corporate earnings this week. In my projections, you're going to have some companies beating on the high and the low, and some companies missing big time on the high and the low, because they're all being impacted differently by this recession. Now let's go to the housing. You already saw in these lead-in that we're going to have a lot of housing data this week. Why is this housing data so important? Because it gives you an indication of where this economy is going. And what do we see last week on the housing data? Well, we had a lot of major shockers on that housing data last week. First, we had on Wednesday the sentiment among home builders. This is a number that is released monthly, and boy, in the 37-year history of this number, the National Association of Home Builders Wells Fargo Index, we have never seen the number drop so dramatically. The drop was the second biggest drop ever recorded, 12-point drop to 55. That as more people are not buying homes because they're not affordable. That's as the mortgage applications have dropped to a 22-year low. That was on July 18th on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we had the new home starts. This is for new homes being built and being sold. The number of new home starts was expected, new home sales was expected to be a rise of 2%. It was a rise of 2%. It was actually a fall of 2%. Shocker. And then on Friday, the June home sales, these existing homes, fell 5.4%. This is the biggest single drop since 2020. Folks, it's not particularly looking good. This is why you have to get that forced stimulus check in every U.S. state. Let's go over those incredible checks. Those incredible checks done by executive action from Joseph Biden. I've been featuring on this channel since March, and viewers have been cleaning up on these checks. They're for you, and you deserve to get these incredible checks. Let's go over each of them. Let's go over the broad stroke of those incredible checks right now. These incredible checks done by the president, by executive action, have been law since the month of March. About $100,000, you qualify. Single individual, $75,000 less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get it. If you rent, if you own, if you have children, if you don't have children, if you're on benefits, if you're not on benefits, go get these incredible checks. You deserve them. We're going to go over all these incredible checks later in this recording. Go get these huge checks. Again, these were done by executive action from Joseph Biden. How much? It's a fortune. Why would you not get them? They are federal stimulus. They are federal stimulus. They are done by executive action by the President of the United States, about $100,000. Series of different checks. We're going to go over all these incredible checks later in this recording. You deserve this money. Go get it. Go on this video and become a member. And in the second half of this video, we're going to go over all these incredible checks one at a time. Huge sums of money. You deserve them. Done by executive action. And boy, a lot of money at issue. Let's go into one of the great benefits of the being a member is the LALATE worksheets. Down in the membership newsletter, down at the third line is the wonderful worksheets. The worksheets are in a PDF, and here they are. You can print them from your phone, or you can open them up on your phone or use a computer. Series of pages. What do we learn about the first page? The first page is inflation, recession, labor, and the Federal Reserve. First, inflation, we're going to see that inflation has not settled down. It hasn't yet peaked. We're going to look at the data this week, whether it's staying the same or going higher, because that's great news for your benefits. The biggest lift of a generation. Recession. We're going to have the announcement from the Department of Labor on Thursday that we're in a recession. We're also going to see the earnings recessions coming in from those corporate earnings this week. Labor. Department of Labor doing two things on Thursday. Announcing a recession and also releasing the new jobless claims. I'm projecting it's going to be going to 260. Then, also on Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, we have the official announcement from the Federal Reserve. The two-day FOMC meeting will conclude, likely going to be a 75 basis point increase for your interest rates. The second page of the worksheet is incredible, and let's go over what happened to one viewer on Thursday. One viewer on Thursday learned she is getting nearly 100 checks from this channel by becoming a member. And she was using the page of the worksheet, but she wasn't looking at it. She forgot to look at it. Let's go over what's this page about. This second page is about forced stimulus. And it has a place for you to keep track of where you apply for checks. Check A, check B, what month, how much you got paid. Well, she forgot that she applied for check B. And she's in Florida. And what happened? Thursday morning, she woke up, read her email, and she got an email that says, "Congratulations, you've been approved for check B." Now, I say check B, but in many cases, it's checks B. And that's what she was told. She was approved for 18 months of checks for her mortgage. She's getting her mortgage paid for 18 months. That's 18 checks just on the mortgage. Folks, that's an enormous sum of money. That is not $10,000. That is tens of thousands of dollars. That's an enormous sum of money because she became a member. Now, it doesn't stop there yet, because with Check B, you can apply for utilities. And she did. And she doesn't, no one has one utility. Everyone has, 3 to 5 utilities. Let's say she had 4 utilities, which approximately she probably did. 4 utilities plus mortgage. That's 5 checks per month, 18 months. Folks, 18 times 5, that's 90 to 100 checks she got from Florida, being a member, by watching this channel. That is why you want to become a member. Go right in this video and join this channel. Now, what I also say to her, and what I say to you, is 2 things that come from the story. 1, motivation, inspiration. And 2, continue to do it. If, for example, she got the water paid from July now forward, my message to her right now is go get the water paid from January to July from someone else. Yes, keep on pushing. Don't be happy that you're getting 80 or 90 or 100 checks. Go get more checks. That's what I teach and learn. Let's go over the next pages of the worksheets, and we'll have more about this in prime time on afternoons and evenings tonight. Fifth stimulus, we went over the raise your benefits. Gasoline. Gasoline's not going to go down because there is no inherent deal in the White House, and there is no inherent policy yet from the White House on gasoline. And student loan debt forgiveness, $10,000 for individuals who make $150,000. The announcement's coming. Learn about that announcement on afternoons at 3 o'clock and evenings tonight at 5 o'clock. This is why you got to become a member. In the second half of this video, we're going to go over all these incredible checks. You deserve these sums of money. Go right in this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Pearl Power Casino VIP. You're watching LALATE, the number 3 most watched financial news channel in America, expanding to number 2. Why? 2 new channels coming to this family. LALATE 2 and LALATE 3, launching in less than 14 days. Go right in this video and subscribe for them. On LALATE 2, you're going to be seeing 24 hours, 7 days a week, live shows about your stimulus, and also humor programming. On LALATE 3, you're going to hear 24 hours, 7 days a week programming about your money, housing, labor, recession, and inflation. And then lots and lots of cooking shows. Meantime, did you see what else happened on this channel? Well, I'll tell you what it was. I'll show you right after the commercial break. For now, go on to this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Pearl Power Casino VIP. Stay the second half as we go over all these incredible checks. You deserve them. Become a member. Join the hundreds that join daily. I'll see you back in 60 seconds as we go over all these incredible checks one at a time. And plus, we'll go over the latest exciting details coming to this family. See you back in 60 seconds as Mornings continues.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE.
And the excitement continues right now in the big second half of Mornings LALATE. How have you become a member? Hope you have. Jump in the live chat right now. It's a packed jump live chat, and people have a lot of fun talking about bacon. Yeah, you just have to rub it in, don't you? In this big second half, we're going to go over all these incredible sums of money across the board. You deserve it. Become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. And get that incredible membership newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via the YouTube alerts. Have you seen the other two things that came to this channel? Have you seen them? They're excited. About 2 days ago, they arrived. One, LALATE Live is now a 24-hour-a-day, 7 days a week show. Yes, it runs around the clock with a feed updated on the hour by the hour. It's absolutely incredible. So you can watch your favorite tape shows, mornings, afternoons, evenings, and all the shows in between. And you can jump on the live feed at any time to hear the latest breaking news as it happens. Second, the site that started it all. 20 years ago, LALATE.com launched. Now it's been rebranded. It's been repurposed. It now features all the incredible news you need to know. The same news on this channel and its family as a channel. Jump on LALATE.com to see that today. All right, let's go into the incredible checks. A series of checks done by executive action from Joseph Biden in the month of March. Back at the time, viewers said, LA, can you find me some checks? They haven't gotten that Build Back Better Act done, and I did. I looked high and low, and they're huge checks. Two things I wanted. One, I want to make sure they're big checks, because I care about you. I want to make sure you can survive this recession. And that's why it's about $100,000 across the board. Second, I want to make sure you qualify. Single individual, $75,000 less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get it. If you rent, if you own, if you have children, if you don't have children, go get it. I wanted broad eligibility, and we got it. And with that, they're all in the membership newsletter. Let's go over all the details of these incredible checks starting right now. The very first check is absolutely incredible. It's $6,500 to $12,000, and I call it Check A. I give these checks a lettering system on this channel, and it's just incredible. That $6,500 to $12,000 check, how do you get it? Step one, subscribe to this channel. Go under this video and hit the subscribe button. Then become a member. Join the channel under the video. Join the channel and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Casino VIP member. Then go down to the membership newsletter and go to where it says Check A. Click the link. It sends you into the nationwide website, then into your state, and then go get it, that homeowner's weatherizing grant. You're ready to rock and roll, but you're not going to stop there yet. You're going to go get Check B, $15,000 to $80,000 forced stimulus check in every U.S. state. Wow. Single individual, $75,000 or less, go get it. Married couple, $150,000 less, go get it. And if you're on benefits, go get it as well. How do you get it? Step one, become a member. Step two, go down the membership newsletter. You find Check B. When you find it, you pounce. You pounce. Look how well we've done. Look at that. Incredible. $12,000 here, $80,000 here. That's $100,000. We're not done there yet. We're going to go get some Check C's. Rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. Viewers are averaging about $45,000. A lot have gotten over $100,000, and many have gotten $2,000 a month over 12 months. How do you get Check C? Become a member. Go down the membership newsletter. It tells you where to call, who to speak to, and how to do it. We're going to go over more about these incredible Check C's later in this recording. But the success stories from Check C's have been on this channel for a long time. We've been doing this for a long time. When this channel launched on March 25th, 2020, we started getting people money, and we've been doing it ever since, about $50 million. Do you want these numbers for Check C's, for rent? Then go get Check C's. Nisi, Richard, Nancy, Mark, Elizabeth. How about these numbers for utilities? Mark's brother-in-law got $15,000. Go get Check C. How about these numbers for SNAP? The same brother-in-law is getting $250,000 over 10 years. Then the combinations. Nisi, Mark, Lorraine, Johnny. Lorraine is in the live chat right now. I saw her. And others. Just get these incredible sums of money. Nisi was at $23,000. She went to $50,000. Mark was at $32,000. He went to $50,000, then to $100,000, then to $166,000 because he got the incredible Check B. Got himself $66,000, and he just kept on growing. And Lorraine, she was at $105,000. She went to about $150,000. Absolutely incredible. What is the commonality of these viewers? Well, one, they're in all the live chats. Like I just said, Lorraine's in the live chat right now. Hey, Lorraine, good morning. You got to know what's going on with this economy. Imagine. It's today is the 24th of July. Let's say you didn't watch today's video. And then you missed where I said Thursday is when the Department of Labor announces we're in a session. And you just happen to miss that. And then Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock, it's on your local mom and pop news station with viewership of 2. And they announce you're in a session. You're like, wait a second. When did that happen? Oh, well, I announced it was coming, last Sunday. You missed the recording. No, that's why you can't miss a recording. You need to know where you are, what's going on. You need to know inflation, recession, labor. You need to all these things because they impact your wallet. Number 2, they keep on getting checks. They keep on getting checks. You saw everyone. You saw Nisi. You saw the viewer early in this recording who got 18 months of checks. She's going to go get more checks because I'm telling her to go get more checks. She's not going to stop at 80 checks. She's going to get more because that's what you do. 3 things you need to do. Go into this video and subscribe. Number 2, go into this video and join the channel. Purple Hawk, Purple Power Casino VIP. Then go to the front of the channel and hit that bell so make sure all your notifications are set to all on. You're watching LALATE, the number 3 most watched financial news channel in America, expanding to number 2. So become part of this incredible family. This is the broadcast channel you want to be watching on a regular basis. It's not terrestrial, it's not cable, it's not satellite, it's streaming. You want to watch it here. Become a member. Then get that incredible membership newsletter. Let's go over that membership newsletter. And that graphic right now, that membership newsletter is just so simple. That membership newsletter, ever since I launched this graphic, I haven't gotten any questions about the newsletter because the graphic is so simple. The LALATE newsletter, delivered Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, via the YouTube alerts. What happens? Here's the YouTube alert. That YouTube alert is delivered to you. You go down the YouTube alert, lower, past the guy with the surfboard until you get past him. And then it says click and view post. You click the button and you go right in and you are in the newsletter. So simple. It's so simple. That's it. And you go get some checks. Very easy. Ever since I launched this graphic about 6 days ago, that's the newsletter. I don't get any questions anymore because people just watch the video and it's also simple. But let's do it again. The LALATE newsletter. First thing you need to remember is know your time zone. It's delivered 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock on the East Coast if you're Eastern Standard Time. If you're Central Standard Time, it could be 9. Know your time zone accordingly. Number 2, it's delivered via YouTube alerts, written by me. It's not delivered via LALATE alerts. It's delivered via YouTube alerts. Here's the YouTube alert delivered by email. Title of the email, for members only, new LA post. Look at the time, 7 o'clock. It's right on the money. It's automated. Comes exactly at 7 o'clock. Look at the first line of the email. LALATE newsletter today with 4 mailbox emojis. So simple. Go down in this alert. This is the alert. Past the guy with the surfboard to the very bottom where it says view post below him and click where it says view post and you go right in and you're ready to rock and roll. So simple across the board. Let me go into Check C because I started this, I think it was 24 hours ago, maybe it was 48 hours ago, talking a little bit more about Check C, and I think it really works. What I want to go over is when I say check, and it sounds like it's singular, it's not singular, they're plural. So when I say check B, it's not one check B. You saw already in this video. The viewer got 80 to 100 check Bs. Lots of check Bs. In the case of check C, how many checks are there available for you to get for check C? Let's look at that right now. First, you have to have something where you live. So you either rent or you own. Let's just call that the rent bill. That's one check. Then you got definitely water bill. You have an electric bill. And you have something to heat the home. That's 4 bills. And you probably have a telephone bill. That's 5. You may even have another heating. Some people have heat and they have gas and heating oil. So you have at least 5 bills. Let's just say 5 for right now. Okay. In the membership newsletter, when we're talking about Check C, you have 6 government agencies to reach out to. 6, remember that. Plus you have about 6 nonprofits. That's 6 plus 6, that's 12. 12 places to reach out to for 5 checks in just 1 month. 5 times 12 is 60 checks possible for you to go after in just 1 month. 60 checks for you to go after in just 1 month. You already saw in this recording, viewers are getting 18 months of checks. 18 times 60? That's a lot of possibilities of checks. That's a huge, big opportunity. So here's what you need to know. There are checks everywhere. Every single place there's checks. If there's someone that jumps on the live chat who doesn't listen and says, there's no check from the city of Igloo, well, I don't cover the city of Igloo's checks. He's or she's referring to city stimulus checks for Igloo citizens. I don't cover Igloo stimulus on this channel. I cover broadcast financial news on a federal national level. So God bless the city of Igloo. I don't know what's going on there. I don't cover Igloo. But every city, including Igloo, has the 60 possible checks for you to get. And while the citizens of residents of Igloo may not be getting that automatic Igloo stimulus check, I don't know, what is it? Is it 2 igloos and a dime? What is it? A block of ice? Is it an ice pick and a dime? What do they give for Igloo residents? I think they give them an ice pick as their stimulus. I don't cover the city of Igloo's stimulus. I cover federal, and that is why it's everywhere. About 60 opportunities per month. If you do it over a 1 year, you can do the calculations. 12 times 60 is not one check. Coming up later today, we have a lot of money. And what's coming up later today is the breaking news of all this week. It is a week like none other. Why? Because in this 1 week, you have inflationary data, which gives you indication about what's going on with your benefits, recessionary data that gives you indication about what's going on with unemployment, and then we also have everything that impacts your stimulus as well. We're going to have the latest details on what's happening with the Build Back Better Act in prime time, with a likely vote just days away. 2 weeks ago, we had that CPI, that PPI, and that retail sales number. Well, are we still going higher on inflation? Well, the latest details on that this week. Then we had the housing data this last week. Is the housing data done, or is it actually crumbling more? I believe it's getting worse. Then on that unemployment, I believe it's going higher. 250 last week, I believe it's going to 260. Why is it so important? It's a real close time frame. You need to get this big money. You need to become a member. Go right in this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. So much data in 1 week. We've not seen a week like this in a long time. And with all that data, you need to be on top of everything across the board. Finally, let's turn to what's going on with gasoline and also your consumer goods. It's important to understand what's happening with them. Consumer goods are not particularly settling down, and if they're not settling down, then inflation is still not coming down as well. On the gasoline front, we have the international price of Brent crude and the U.S. domestic unleaded triple national average. That's come down while Brent crude has gone up. What's going on? The oil traders are trading down gasoline based upon their belief that demand will soften if we're in a recessionary pressure. But that is not going to be long felt. The White House's reaction to the news, the White House's reaction is that the president's policy has gotten gasoline down. Untrue, says the oil traders. What is important for this, for your equation, is that if the retail sales stay high and the gasoline does not stay down, then inflation stays high. And you know what that means. If inflation stays high, then you're going to see that raise of your benefits. That raise of your benefits is what we're watching across the board. Benefits are going up. You, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or railroad benefits, veterans benefits. Wow, we'll have more about that tonight on Evenings LA and Afternoons LA at the 3 o'clock show. For now, what you need to do is remember that you can get these checks on the weekend. Absolutely. Go under this video, become a member, and start getting these big sums of money today. They're open on the weekend because remember, financial cliff is upon us. It's right there, and you need to survive it. Step 1, subscribe to this channel. Step 2, become a member. And from the shores of Santa Monica, California, God bless. Thank you for joining me on another broadcast this morning. This video will automatically take you to the 11 o'clock home LATE show, and then we go into the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 3 o'clock brand new Afternoons LATE today as well. Coming up at 5 o'clock is Evenings. Then jump in the live stream if you're not watching it right now for the latest breaking news across the board. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, God bless. Thank you for joining me again. And stay informed, stay focused. Tell your friends and family to come on over. and stay with LA for more.